this is Zach Smedu. Don't miss Family Law this Friday at 8, 7 Central.
The story tonight.
From the coast to the desert, a path of damage and destruction. Hillary slams Southern California, bringing record rainfall, devastating mudslides, and lingering danger.
Plus, a trail of blood and a search for clues in a twisted mystery in Whittier. The desperate race against time to find a missing 19-year-old woman who police say was abducted after a shooting.
And investigators say she was killed over a pride flag. The hate-fueled attack that claimed the life of a loving wife, mother, and business owner. Now on the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And hi there, I'm Courtney Friel in tonight for Share. Tropical Storm Hillary has passed through California, but the damage left behind in many communities is extensive and devastating.
The historic system unleashed a record amount of rain across the region, transforming streets into raging rivers and forcing some families to flee their homes. Mud flows and raging rivers of debris inundated vehicles across the Inland Empire.
A few mobile home residents were even carried away by the torrential downpour. We have live team coverage of the aftermath. Vera Jimenez is tracking the rainfall totals. Rachel Menitoff is live in the Antelope Valley, where entire neighborhoods were flooded.
Let's begin with KTLA's John Finolio. He is live in Yucaipa, where massive mudslides are still blocking roads tonight. John.
Court, Micah, good evening to you. We're at the Yucaipa Community Center, which has become a command post for first responders. Several communities on the east side of the San Bernardino Mountains were pummeled by heavy rains Sunday that triggered mudslides, which washed out roads and bridges, trapping dozens of people up in the hills. Tonight, it is a race to rescue those folks who can't get out. Tonight, saving stranded residents in the San Bernardino Mountain community of Seven Oaks following Tropical Storm Hillary. This woman with an injured leg hoisted to safety by a sheriff's helicopter after her home was damaged by debris flows triggered by Sunday's heavy rains. This is what's left of the road into Seven Oaks, the Santa Ana River now running through it, trapping some 30 people with no way in or out.
Due to the significant amount of rain and debris that came down through these areas, we have roads that have been undermined, roads that no longer exist. We have bridges that washed out.
Most have since been airlifted out, but at least 10 remain, prompting county firefighters and paramedics to deploy into the cutoff community to shelter in place with residents overnight.
They'll spend the night with these residents, and come tomorrow morning, we're hoping the floodwaters will continue to recede to the point that we can effect a ground rescue.
At least one person is still missing.
We do have an eyewitness account who stated that one adult female was in a trailer that was unfortunately washed away by floodwaters.
In nearby Forest Falls, mounds of mud and boulders moving like an avalanche towards a fire station, forcing firefighters to run for safety. Similar scenes of destruction in neighboring Oak Glen.
My house started shaking a little bit, so I tried to figure out.
Standing. She has seen flooding and mudslides before in this burn scar area. The El Dorado and Apple fires scorched tens of thousands of acres near her home in 2020. But this time around, the scope of the devastation has been overwhelming.
This is the worst one I've ever seen. So yes, even compared to our snow and some of our rains, this is the worst one I've seen.
Those firefighters and paramedics who deployed into Seven Oaks while they were airlifted in, they brought with them food, water, and medical supplies. The plan is to try and walk all 10 of those residents out of this community first thing tomorrow morning, provided the water has receded enough. We're live in Yucaipa. John Finolio, KTLA 5 News.
We wish them luck. John, thank you. Like many desert communities, the Antelope Valley was pounded by Tropical Storm Hillary. Many roads were overwhelmed by the heavy rainfall, causing severe flooding in some areas.